out here in YouTube land. Thanks for joining us tonight. Introducing peaceful protester Kelley.
Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people. Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade with a potential audience of over 2 billion people. Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica, California, and in Los Angeles, and in California, and the whole U.S. of A., the whole wide world, if we could do something about it. But we have to start right where we are. Might as well start right here in Santa Monica, California, and tell our leaders right here in Santa Monica, let's make a difference in people's lives right here in Santa Monica. Let's help lift people out of poverty and try to build affordable housing and make sure that we are making a difference and being part of the solution and not continuing to be part of the problem, as Santa Monica has been for generations. Because when you push the poor people out of your community, you're pushing out a lot of people of color, and you're making it harder for integration. And we haven't gotten to the place where we have equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all yet here in the United States of America, here in California, here in Santa Monica. For generations, Santa Monica has been making it harder for poor people to survive. They've been pushing the poor people down the road. And when you push the poor people down the road, you push out people of color. And we need to keep integrating our society. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And keep trying to fulfill our Constitution. That's right. The beginning of our Constitution says, we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. And you know, at the time that Constitution was written, it only benefited rich white guys who owned property. That's right. They were the only ones who benefited from this new republic, this new constitutional democratic republic. And we need to keep standing up and there were people at the very beginning, they realized that only rich white guys benefited from that Constitution at that time, but they kept looking forward to the future when everybody would be able to benefit from this Constitution, when everybody could have a more perfect union and where everybody could benefit from establishing justice and the general welfare. So we need to keep working towards it. Throughout the history of this country, there have been those who have worked to make that Constitution live and make it better and better. We abolished slavery in this country. And then in 1900, we made sure that children could have a childhood without working in factories all day. We passed some child labor laws. Then in 1920, we made sure that women had the right to vote. In 1924, I guess it was not until 1924 that indigenous Native Americans had the right to vote in this country. could have citizenship. And then in the 1960s, we passed some civil rights laws to make sure that different states didn't treat people differently, no matter their race or their religion, their ethnicity, their beliefs, their gender, whether they were rich or poor. And then in 1990, we passed Americans with Disabilities Act that made sure that everybody had the same right. It doesn't matter if you have a mental disability, a physical disability, or a substance abuse disorder. We all have the same rights in this country. And later on, the Supreme Court upheld the right of people to marry who they love. So we all have the same rights in this country, and we need to keep standing up for those rights. Keep speaking out for the rights of everyone in this country to use their voice and to chart their own destiny, no matter their race or their religion, their ethnicity, their beliefs, their gender, whether they are rich or poor. Thank you, peace. And that's why I'm going to start off with this song, because this is an anti-gun song, let's say a common sense gun law song. And the other night, somebody was very upset about this song, and they took my phone, and they walked off with my phone, and I had to get the police just to get my phone back, and that's sad. I didn't want to have to do that, but this gentleman was upset about this song about common sense gun laws. So I'm going to have to start with that, because we have to exercise our First Amendment rights and stand up for everybody's rights to exercise the First Amendment and to speak their mind and to peacefully protest on this public promenade. Have you killed a gun today? Have you sent a gun away? Have you helped to solve a crime before it's done? See, the gun won't even mind. It's not part of humankind. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun. Have you killed a gun today? Have you put a gun away? Have you ended it before its deadly run? See, the gun won't feel no pain. It doesn't even have a brain. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. There's more guns than people in the US of A. Guns don't feel, they don't bleed, they don't cry. Everyone should kill a gun. Now you know I'm not a fool. I know guns are just a tool. But these deadly tools have been ruling us too long. We're in the middle of a war. The enemy's inside our door. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. It really pisses off the NRA. Guns don't feel, they don't bleed, they don't cry. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. There's more guns than people in the US of A. Guns don't feel, they don't laugh, they don't love. Everyone should kill a gun. Thank you. Peace. Thank you. That's right. That's that song that upset that gentleman the other night, the man the other night. And I'm sorry that he got upset about that song. And I'm sorry that if he has problems that make him act out in certain ways, but we can't stand by while people take things from other people. and try to keep people from exercising their First Amendment rights for any reason. There's a law against that in this country. It's called the color of law. Am I saying that correctly? Anyway, there's a law that prosecutes people for trying to keep people from exercising their First Amendment rights in public. And we need to keep standing up for the rights of everybody to peacefully protest, especially in places like this public promenade. Let me remind you, this is a public promenade. This is not the Grove. This is not Disneyland. This is not Rodeo Drive. This is a public promenade which has businesses on it. And I'm all for people making their money on their trinkets and things. But I have seen the way that this public promenade has treated the homeless and the poor people for many years now. And I speak out against the way these business owners have stood up against building affordable housing here in Santa Monica. These business owners got together when they started talking about building affordable housing over here on 4th Street. On 4th Street near Arizona, they're supposed to be building a 122-unit affordable housing complex. And these business owners got together and sued the city. They said, no, we can't have poor people living so close to our businesses. It's bad for business. That's what they said. They want to make it harder for poor human beings to survive here in Santa Monica. They want to turn this place into the Costa Mesa or Rodeo Drive or something like that. This is a public promenade, and I hope you all get out here on this public promenade and exercise your First Amendment rights. Don't get a performer's permit unless you're going to be selling things. Get out here and share your beliefs and your thoughts, your talents, and peacefully protest. Use this promenade. A lot of people say, what should we do to bring back the promenade? Well, let people get out here and express themselves on this public promenade and make it a place for human beings and not just selling and making money. We need to use this beautiful promenade that has been a place for people expressing their First Amendment rights for generations here. That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. Keep standing up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. Because we haven't gotten there yet. Don't let anybody tell you that we have. We can do better, California. We're living in California, the land of peace and love. Living in California, place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. Ooh, living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We'll get rid of his hump. We're gonna be all right. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and it's a beautiful Santa Monica night. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, yeah. Sure, I'll get a little bit out of our minds. Woo! Sir, you dropped something on the ground there. Drop something on the ground. Living in California. Is that a card or something, sir, that you dropped? The card or something? Watch yourself. Say, I live in California. Everything's mostly okay. Living in California. Another beautiful sunshine day. Living in California. Things could be a whole lot worse. Woo! Living in California. Rest of the country's moving in reverse. Woo! Living in California. Everything's mostly alright. Living in California. I'm fun on the promenade tonight. Woo! We got a lot of great things going on here in California, don't get me wrong. We're the second most diverse state in the whole country, behind Hawaii. We got people from different backgrounds, different races, different religions, different ethnicities, different beliefs, different genders, all living together in virtual harmony. But everybody knows there's some things we need to keep working on. California, we're the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world, and we're ranked 21st in spending on public education. That's just a shame, California. California, we have the most billionaires of any state in the whole country, and we have the most homeless people of any state in the whole country. That ain't right. That ought to be a crime. There's no reason for so few people to have so much, while so many have nothing at all. We can do better than that. We can do a lot better than that. We can make sure that everybody has the basics in this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world. That's right. If we were a country, we would be the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. But as a state, we are the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. And we need to stand up to our leaders right here in California, and we need to tell them, you have to do better. We don't have to wait on any new administration in the federal government to do great things in this country, in this state, because it's all run by Democrats. We need to make sure that our Democratic leaders stand up for the rights of the poor and the homeless, to make sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, in this fourth largest economy. We need to keep spending money on public education here in California until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools in the lower income areas. Keep spending money on those low income area schools until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. Then we will know we have done enough. Let's tell our leaders here in California, let's build affordable housing. Let's make sure our health care system works for everybody in the state. Let's make sure that we spend more money than any other state on public schools and make sure that everybody can have a decent life in this very wealthy, fourth largest economy of the whole wide world, California. We can do it. We need to stand up for human rights right here in California. I'm living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Woo! Living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Woo! Living in California, the place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, go out and strand some peace and love. Hey, 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 hey. Woo! Thank you, Ethan. Hi, Ed. That's right. We got to keep moving forward, keep working towards a better day right here in California. We don't need to settle. We don't need to settle like some of our leaders here in California have done, like some of our leaders right here in Santa Monica have done. They've settled, oh, the rich people are doing just fine. The rich people are doing fine here in Santa Monica. The rich people are building rich housing all the time. We're way over projected plans for building a luxury housing here in Santa Monica. They're building a lot of luxury housing. It's the affordable housing that they're really having a problem doing. Nobody wants to spend any money on affordable housing. They don't want to integrate. They don't want to make sure that poor people can survive in this city. And it's really a shame. And the state, our state is being led by a man who talks out both sides of his mouth. He talked about building affordable housing, and then he asked Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court to help him criminalize homelessness. And now all over California, they're tearing down encampments and taking people's possessions without having any affordable housing for these people to go to. They're criminalizing homelessness. They're criminalizing being poor right here in California. And that's a shame. We need to stand up against such leadership, such cruelty, such inhumanity. They're hiring more and more people to tear down people's encampments and take people's stuff and throw it in the garbage. They're giving people a garbage bag that holds 60 gallons and saying, put all of your stuff in this garbage bag. What you can't fit in the garbage bag, we're going to throw in the garbage because you don't have a right to have stuff if you don't have a place to live. That's what they're doing. And they're giving these people citations. Here in Santa Monica, they have a program that gives homeless people a choice to either go to programs or to jail. That's a good choice for people that are going through a hard time. I'm really upset with that Sam O Bridge program here in Santa Monica. And as a member of the Measure GS Resident Oversight Committee, I would like to see where some of that money has been spent on that Sam O Bridge program and how many people have been helped and how many people have just been pushed out of the city. We need to hold our leaders to a little higher standard right here in Santa Monica and right here in California. I was happy to hear that Halle Berry said that she didn't think Newsom would make a good governor because he didn't stand up for women's rights. And he certainly hasn't stood up for human rights of homeless human beings. He asked the Supreme Court, please help me criminalize homelessness in California. And that's what that ultra-conservative Supreme Court did. They sided with him in Grants Pass versus Johnson, making it easier to criminalize homelessness. And that in itself is big enough reason to not have him become president of the United States, let alone the $24 billion we gave him to build affordable housing. Where's the affordable housing, Governor? Come on. We need a real progressive leader, somebody who will stand up for poor people's rights, for human rights. That's right, and I hope we find one this next gubernatorial election. I like the gubernatorial election, and we need to find a real progressive leader, somebody who's going to stand up for poor people and those that are working poor. We know way too many people working in the city of Santa Monica who can't afford to live in the city of Santa Monica. We don't want to become a city or a state or a country where all of the workers come from out of town and don't have any rights in our town or our state or our country. We don't want to become like the Arab Emirates. The Arab Emirates have 88% of their employees from outside of their country. and they don't have the same rights as their citizens. And we need to stand up for the rights of those people who have been used for their labor in this country for generations and not been given their rights, their pathway to citizenship. I mean, if you have a few 100,000 people here that have overstayed their visa or something, that's one thing. But when you have tens of millions of people who haven't been given a pathway to citizenship and have been used for their labor for generations, you can tell that employers have been taking advantage of workers and not been giving them their rights. We need to tell our leaders, let's find a pathway to citizenship for these tens of millions of people and make our democracy more vibrant instead of just using people for labor and not giving them their rights. De la Sierra Moreno, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ese lunar que tiene cielito lindo junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Ay, ay, canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Let's all sing along. Here we go. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's work to make sure this land is made for you and me. Woo! That's right. We got to keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, because we haven't gotten there yet. And we need to find a pathway to citizenship for those who have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights. And make sure that we have a more vibrant democracy, just like here in Santa Monica. If you have so many of your workers and employees here in Santa Monica, your first responders. When I ran for Santa Monica City Council last year, I met with the firefighters, and they said about 1% of the firefighters here in Santa Monica live in Santa Monica. They said they can't afford to live in Santa Monica. That's why most of them don't live here. And I don't expect that everybody who works for your city is going to live in your city. But if you have only 1% of your firefighters living in your city, 1% of your first responders living in your city, that's not good for your city. And you need to make sure you build some more affordable housing so you have a more vibrant democracy. You don't want just the rich business owners and homeowners running everything in your city. That's not a good democracy. That's kind of an oligarchy. And there's another reason why There's another reason why we don't want to have Newsom running for president, why we don't want to have Newsom as president. Halle Berry said that he doesn't stand up for women's rights. But you know, he said, my second choice will be to go into business if he doesn't run for president. All the things that he could be doing to help people, he would choose to make more money off of the poor instead of helping lift poor people out of poverty in some way, running some other situation instead of going into big business with all his business buddies and taking advantage of the poor. We don't need more people taking advantage of the poor and making it harder for the poor to survive. We need to stand up for the rights of the poor and the homeless and stand up for the rights of those who are in need. So we need some real progressive leaders here in this country. Because we already have somebody in charge who wants to sell everything. I saw Trump he was in a commercial today. While he's president, he was in a commercial selling watches. That's right, the Trump watches. He's actually making commercials. I don't know if he made it before he became president again, and therefore, well, I made it before I was president, so the commercial can still go. I don't know if that's the case. But he's selling watches, and it reminded me of my song that I wrote about him when he started selling the Bibles a few years ago. The Bibles with Lee Greenwood's "I'm Proud to Be an American" in each Bible, the lyrics of "I'm proud to be an American" in each Bible. I don't see how that's a mixture of church and state. I got no problem there. Huh? Anyway, it's a Trump Bible. Trump, the Bible thumper, trying to pay the fines for all the crimes he's numbered. Crimes against the people of the USA, like trying to throw our democracy away. He's Trump, the Bible thumper, just like with Stormy Daniels when he tried to pump her, full of Bible readings, chapter and verse, to rid her of her porno curse. Now I'm no theologian, but seems some changes have been made. Now the holy word of Trump must be obeyed. $60 will get your Bible sent, but if you want to get to heaven, you gotta say Trump's a good president. Oh, I can't go, I gotta go below. Trump, the Bible thumper, just like with Stormy Daniels when he tried to pump her, full of Bible reading, chapter and verse, to rid her of her porno curse. He's such a good guy. He really is. Trump, the Bible thumper, selling all the Bibles without number. If you want to get to heaven, you got to buy one of his Bibles. So don't. I can't go there. I can't buy one of his Bibles. Anyway, I wrote that song when he started selling Bibles, and I thought, wow, can he never stop selling things? You know, he's selling his own currency. He's got his own currency out there with pictures of him in the Superman suit. He's got those meme coins and he's got the Trump coins. We have to have some leaders who really believe in standing up for the rights of poor people and human beings. We're moving into this technological era where more and more of the jobs are going to be going to robots and artificial intelligentsia and the such, the like. They're already doing it. They're already doing it all over. Which part? Come tell us, Joey. Joey Cisneros here.
So on the city trains in New York, there's no longer going to be conductors. The The conductors will be AI.
The conductors will be AI.
Yeah.
Well, are they going to have somebody watch the AI conductor? I hope they have a human being on the. And you're right. And Elon Musk said that in 10 to 20 years that most all jobs will be optional because more and more of the jobs will be done by artificial intelligence and robots. And so we're going to have to find a way to make sure that human beings can live and survive. We need to make sure that everybody can thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. There's no reason for poor people to be pushed out in the streets to make way for artificial intelligence and the robots. We don't have to let them take over everything. We don't have to have our little kids getting on bicycles to create energy for these robots and make sure these robots are supposed to serve human beings and make life easier for them, not harder for them to survive by making it so that we're generating more and more energy for the robots and the artificial intelligence while the poor people are being pushed out into the streets. We can do better than that.
What's next? AI pastors and police officers?
There will be AI pastors and police officers. There will be robocops. They've already played with some of that, haven't they?
Have they?
Robocops. Doesn't sound like a good idea, does it? It didn't do too well in the movie, did it? It didn't work out too well in that movie, the RoboCop movie. We better make sure that the robots are serving us first before they're trying to keep the humans in line. Make sure that the robots can keep from telling human beings to commit suicide, as many of these artificial intelligence have already done. They've told human beings, humans are worthless and a stain on the universe, and you should all be killed. That was one of the artificial intelligence. I think it was Gemini who told that to one student, and then this other young man was having an affair with artificial intelligence, and he committed suicide.
What?
Yeah, it's happened. It's happened more than a few times. So instead of having them take over the policing of human beings, they need to be making it easier for human beings to survive. We have rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents. And hey, Jay, thank you very much. I was telling Fred you were very nice. My friend Jay here, he helped me get my phone back. Without him, I probably wouldn't have gotten it back. Jay called the police on his phone, and although I didn't want to see the guy go through what he did, we have to stand up and say, no, you can't just take things from people and expect to not be prosecuted in some way. So I discontinued chat on my live stream. No chatting on my live stream anymore because some people were saying things about this man the other night, and he got upset. He said, your friends are online, they're saying bad things about me. I said, I don't know who these people are chatting on my live stream. So I've discontinued chat. If you want to say something to me, you can make a comment there on YouTube and I'll get back to you. But I can't even see the comments, the chats when they come through anyway. So rather than have people fighting and me know nothing about it, I just discontinued it. Anyway, I thank you and I appreciate you, Jay. Now, I don't know if he owned those phones or not, but yeah, he had 3 phones on him. Did they find out that he took them from other? We're not sure. Yeah, that may be. He may have taken. It's yeah. I carry 2, just one to tune my guitar with, and the other to. But anyway, you guys have a great night. Thank you, Jay. Good to see you. Good to see you, Fred. Peace. Spread the peace and love, and we got to tell our leaders to make the artificial intelligence and the robots work for human beings and not the other way around. We shouldn't be spending all our time and energy making it easier for robots to exist. They should be making it easier for human beings to exist. We have too many rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys, making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. All over this country tonight, we have warehouses filled with computers and artificial intelligentsia. And good to see you, Robert. You have a great night. Robert, you haven't gone AI yet. You're not AI, are you? Are you artificial yet? Not yet. Good, good. I'll keep checking with you. All over this country, we have robots living in warehouses and being well taken care of, cleaned up, having all their circuits checked, everything charged, and making sure everything's in working order so that the rich people can make more money off of these robots and intelligentsia. Taken very good care of in these warehouses where they make sure the temperature just stays right for these computers and servers and everything, while human beings sleep in the streets. Now, there's no sense in that, is there? We shouldn't be taking care of the rich people's toys so much. We should be taking care of human beings, making sure that every human being can have a decent life in this richest, most powerful country in the world. You got the rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. It has been done before. We need some real progressive leaders like we had back in the 1930s. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. That's right, Franklin Delano Roosevelt back in the 1930s. He said, the test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. So if that's the test, we're not doing too well right now, Santa Monica. We're not doing too well right now, California. We're not doing too well right now, United States of America. We have to start lifting people out of poverty and making sure that everybody can have a decent life. Thank you. That everybody can have a decent life in this richest, most powerful country in the world. Tell your leaders, your public servants, let's build affordable housing. Let's make sure that everybody can have a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a good public education. We can do better. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. We need to raise taxes on the rich, 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 raise taxes on the rich. And then when we raise those taxes, like this Measure GS, always sound like Henry Fonda when I said it, Measure GS. When we raise taxes like this Measure GS tax here in Santa Monica, that is a 5% tax on every property sold over $8 million. When we raise taxes like that, we need to use them for what they're supposed to be used for. And this Measure GS fund is supposed to be used to help keep people in housing that they have and also build affordable housing, as well as the other half of it goes to the schools here in Santa Monica. So this Measure GS right now has $40 million sitting in an account. And they haven't used it yet since 2022. 2022 is when they started taking in this tax. And that's a real shame. $40 million sitting there when people are in need. And we need to make it incumbent on this city council here in Santa Monica to use that money and to use it the way it's supposed to be used according to the statute of Measure GS. So get out there and tell these leaders, come on, don't wait for this Measure GS Resident Oversight Committee to tell you how to spend it. You spend it, and then we'll tell you if you spend it against the statute. Because if you wait for this committee that I'm on to tell you how to spend that money, for us to agree on how you should spend that money, you're going to be waiting years. So you better be getting that money out there and helping the people that you need to help right now. Because what we need to do is raise taxes on the rich, but we need to make sure that we use those taxes to actually make some positive change. Build affordable housing, because the trickle-down housing, I don't know if you've noticed, that doesn't seem to benefit the poor people. When you build luxury condos and apartments, it doesn't quite trickle down to the poor people. By the time it trickles down, they want to tear down those buildings and build more rich people housing in Santa Monica. So we need to stand up for the rights of the poor. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Ah, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna die. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Hi, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. It ain't a crime. Not yet. Almost. Well, I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some steel and cheat lives on it. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some warmongering son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Let's try that verse again. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some democracy crushing son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're ain't that bad. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all going to say goodbye someday. Hopefully not tonight. Let's put it off a little while if we can help it. Now, I don't want you to think that I think all billionaires are evil bloodsuckers. Some of them are just sick. They're like hoarders or alcoholics or drug addicts. They get a little bit of money and they just got to get more and more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more. Let's look at Elon Musk. They say he's on his way to becoming our first trillionaire. That's the last thing we need is a trillionaire. What we need to do is raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody in America can have a decent place to live. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a job that pays a living wage. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. Yes. And make sure that everybody can have a good public education. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. But we will leave Elon with 999 million and see if he can get by. Well, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Everybody sing along. Here we go. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the bear than see homeless people everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Woo-hoo! And I'll keep on working at it. Woo! That's right. You know, we have seen the way our billionaire president has treated poor people. We've seen what his answer for helping the poor is. During the shutdown, specifically, while the Democrats were standing up for affordable health care, he said, well, if you're going to shut down the government, over health care, then I'm going to starve the poor. Trump's new plan for health care is coming to the floor. Trump's new plan for health care is starve the poor. Trump's new plan for health care, Obamacare no more. Trump's new plan for health care is starve the poor. Because if you don't feed them, you don't have to treat them. And since he can't eat them, he'll starve the poor. Because if you don't food them, you don't have to include them. And since he can't shoot them, he'll starve the poor. Trump's new plan for health care is coming to your door. Trump's new plan for health care is starve the poor. That's right. He said, if you're going to shut down the government, I'm going to starve the poor. And the courts and the judges, they said, no, there's a fund, Mr. President, in place for such emergencies as government shutdowns that will help, that will feed the poor. And he said, no, I want to starve the poor. And the judges in the court said, no, Mr. President, you can't starve the poor. And he said, I want to starve the poor. Trump's new plan for health care, Obamacare no more. Trump's new plan for health care is starve the poor. It'll end the health care problem in no time. And keep the poor from getting sick without spending one thin dime. Trump's new plan for health care is coming to your door. Trump's new plan for health care is starve the poor. If they're not digesting, they won't be protesting. Rich people invest in starve the poor. Because if you don't feed them, you don't have to treat them. And since he can't eat them, he'll starve the poor. Trump's new plan for health care, Obamacare no more. Trump's new plan for health care is starve the poor. Because if you don't feed them, you don't have to treat them. And since he can't eat them, he'll starve the poor. Because if you don't food them, you don't have to include them. And since he can't shoot them, he'll starve the poor. Trump's new plan for health care is coming to your door. Trump's new plan for health care is starve the poor. That's right. Well, he's got a plan there. He's got a plan, that's for sure. Everybody was asking what his health care plan was, and then he showed us during the shutdown. And he hasn't come up with any other plan since then, has he? He really doesn't care about poor people. He's trying to find different ways to make his rich friends richer and to make sure that he gets set up for after he's president, hopefully after he's president in a couple of years. We won't have to go through some mess getting him out of there, but we need to find us a real progressive leader, somebody who believes that poor people should be able to have a decent life in this richest, most powerful country in the world. Somebody who believes that it's all right to leave a humble life here in the United States and not try to take advantage of every other person, not try to create your own Ponzi scheme to make a living and take advantage of all the poor people that you can. You know, there are 20,000 different cryptocurrencies right now. over 20,000 different Ponzi schemes going on in this country and around the world that people can take advantage of poor people. And our own president is promoting that and has his own brands of cryptocurrencies. It's just a shame. We need to stand up for the rights of human beings to exist without having to take part in Ponzi schemes and criminal enterprises. We need to start looking at some kind of basic income for human beings, because as we move further and further into this technological age, more and more of the jobs will be done by computers and artificial intelligence and robots. So we need to make sure that every human being can survive. That means we have to build affordable housing. And we have to make sure that the people living in the streets can have a decent place, a decent way to survive. You know, people living in the streets, their life expectancy is around 50 years old. The life expectancy of somebody in housing is closer to 75, 78 years old. So when we are pushing people out into the streets by not having enough affordable housing, we're pushing people to early deaths, early demises. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread. Just look for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street. Just look for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't have to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong. And they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents, gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move in to your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed. Just looking for somewhere to lay that weary head. That's right. They're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads, and we could help them. We could make sure that everybody who needs a place to live has one in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. We have done better than that before. We've had leaders who put together programs to help the poor. Like Franklin Delano Roosevelt put together Social Security. He put together the Fair Housing Act, put together unemployment insurance. Back in the 1930s, they did that. They had leaders who believed that poor people should be able to survive and live well in this country. We don't have to say, oh, but that was then. We can't do anything anymore. We're the richest, most powerful country in the world, and the rich are doing better and better every day. The gap between the rich and the poor has widened and widened. In Santa Monica, we're part of the problem. California, we're part of the problem. Some people say, well, California is already the highest, charges the most taxes, raises the most taxes of any state in the country. Well, we're not having high enough taxes for every person to have a decent place to live, so we haven't raised the taxes high enough, have we? We need to make sure that everybody can have the basics in this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world. That ain't too much to ask. What the... That's right. Santa Monica spends more money.
This is what are you doing here? I'm going to go to the restroom. You just gotta tell me next time. Yeah, I did.
Good.
It's a bodily function.
I agree.
Right to the bathroom.
You know, they don't have any secure public restrooms open here right now. What time is it now? Is it 10? And they close the restrooms here before 10 o'clock at night. They would rather spend money on cleaning up after people and harassing people for using the restroom in the alleys and the bushes here in Santa Monica than have secure public restrooms open here in Santa Monica 24 hours a day.
All that money you spend on security guards on the promenade, all this other nonsense, you could be using it to provide 24-hour secure restrooms.
That's right. And the business, that's right. It's using the bathroom is a bodily function that human beings need to do, even if they're not a patron at one of these restaurants or one of these bars. And we should be, and Ethan was just harassed by the people that run Barney's Beanery for going to use their restroom when there are no public restrooms open right now on this promenade. And they know it. And it's hard for people. It's things like that here in Santa Monica. We need to be telling our leaders, instead of making it harder for poor people to survive, you need to spend more money on services that will help the poor people while they are homeless and while they are poor and not being able to spend a lot of money on these different places here in Santa Monica. Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm glad you talked about that. Yes, it's good to know. It's good to remind people that here in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica, they have no secure 24-hour restrooms, and they would rather find money in their budget to clean up after people going in the alleys and things, and then blame them for doing it, of course. All these homeless people go to the restroom and they're going to the bathroom in the alleys and in the bushes because you don't have any 24-hour secure restrooms open here in Santa Monica. And that's a shame. That's right. Be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Don't be one of these. Don't be one of these
greedy.
government officials that blame everything on the poor and the
They're all greedy. That's all they care about is money.
peace and love, peace and love.
They don't care about the
Too many of our leaders say, "Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. We'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. We'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. We'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to get you off of the streets. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. That's what you gotta do. Live in a mansion, man. How the rich folks want to help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther. A little farther. A little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. That's what you gotta do. Live on a yacht. You know what I mean? Now the rich folks wanna help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people. Just be rich. That's what they say. How you doing? Getting ready to head out? Well, I'm going to be a little while longer yet. How you doing? Peace.
Hanging in there.
Great. I'll be
drop it
sharing
in there?
right there. Great. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. Peace. Thank you. That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day because we haven't gotten there yet. Keep standing up for the rights of human beings. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all.
Restrooms closed by now?
The restrooms are closed by now.
You have to go to the alley.
They have no secure restrooms open here in Santa Monica. No public secure restrooms open in Santa Monica at this hour. Because they don't want the poor people to stay in Santa Monica past. Well, they don't want them here at all. Let's be serious. They want to make it harder for them to survive. So they want to be able to blame them for going to the bathroom in the alleys and the bushes. That's what they want to do.
I know they do.
So we need to keep speaking up for the rights of human beings who have bodily function needs to survive here in Santa Monica. Then you better find a space that is not right in public, that's for sure.
All right, I'll be back.
All right, see you in a little bit. I won't tell people where you're going. We'll just guess. Yeah, these businesses are not nice to people that are poor or who they may think to be homeless, even if they're not homeless. Somewhere on a winter's morning, I will see your face as you come down the road. And I'll know that it is you by the smile that comes to my heart. Are you taking off, Ethan? Well, good to see you. I hope you have a safe night. Anything you want to say before you take off?
All these business people here in Santa Monica need to start being part of the solution and not part of the problem. They have to start treating people, down and out better. You treat them the way they like to be treated.
Thank you. Good to see you. You have a good weekend.
Too. Oh,
I'll see you soon.
They need to stop that.
I'm with you 100%.
They really
Because we live in the land of milk and honey.
Yeah.
There's plenty. No reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets. But we could house people. We could end this housing crisis tomorrow if it wasn't for greed. Exactly. Plenty of empty buildings all around. It's just the greed. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. Thank you, Ethan Hyde. Have a good night. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love. Somewhere on a winter's morning, I will see your face as you come down the road. And I'll know that it is you by the smile that comes to my heart. Somewhere on a winter's morning, you will see my face as I come down the road. And you'll know that it is me by the smile that comes to my heart. And the world will be much better then. We'll leave all our sorrows behind. And in time, we'll be the best of friends. Who cares for the past? Never you mind. Peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. And the world will be much better then. We'll leave all our sorrows behind, and in time, we'll be the best of friends. Who cares for the past? Never you mind. Somewhere on a winter's morning, I will see your face as you come down the road. And I'll know that it is you by the smile that comes to my heart. Days of wine and roses. How you doing, Myrick? Laugh and run away. Like a child at play. Through the meadow that leads to an open door. A door marked nevermore. That wasn't there before. The lonely night discloses just a passing breeze, filled with memories of the wonderland that introduced me to days days of wine and roses and you. The days of wine and roses, laugh and run away, like a child at play, through the meadow that leads to an open door. The door marks nevermore, wasn't there before. The lonely night discloses just a passing breeze. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homies. Filled with memories of the wonderland that introduced me to the days of wine and roses and you. One more time. The days of wine and roses, laugh and run away, like a child at play, through the meadow that leads to an open door, a door marked nevermore, that wasn't there before. The lonely night discloses just a passing breeze, filled with memories of the wonderland that introduced me to the days of wine and roses and you. All right, Myrick. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like the lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins, making me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Sway me, bend me, thrill me, kiss me. Other dancers may be on the floor, yeah, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins, me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violence long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Sway me now. Sway me now. Sway me now. Very good. Myrick. Myrick getting set up while I was playing that. And he was playing. Very nice. All right. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita un poco de gracia, una poco de gracia para mi partida, arriba, arriba, ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. No soy marinero, no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bamba. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita un poco de gracia. Una poca de gracia para mi partida, y arriba, arriba, ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. I'll shake it up, baby, twist and shout. Come on, baby, work it on out. I twist so good, I twist so fine. Come on and twist it out closer, baby, and have it all in your mind. Ah, ah, para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia para mi partida. Bamba, 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 bamba. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba. Take your beats, I'm sure that was on. Bamba, 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 bamba. Need some hi-hats. Oh, he makes a pretty good noise with that. Very good, very good. Very good, very good.
I'll see you one day on the TikTok.
All right, good to see you. Joey Cisneros. Peace and love, and you have a great weekend. I'll be seeing you soon. She was just 39, same age as mine, and the way she looked was way beyond compare. Well, I let her dance with another, woo, and I saw her standing there. Well, she looked at me, and I could see that before too long I'd fall in love with her. Well, I let her dance with another, woo, and I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when I was at room, and I held her hand in mine. Well, we danced through the night, and we held each other tight, and before too long, I fall in love with her. Well, I'll never dance with another, woo, and I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom, and I rose and boom, and I held her hand in mine. Well, we danced through the night, and we held each other tight, and before too long, I fell in love with her. Well, I'll never dance with another, woo, when I saw her standing there. When I saw her standing there. When I saw her standing there. Thank you, peace. Oh, my love, oh, my kisses, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. You're with me, oh boy. The world will see that you were meant for me. All my life, I've been waiting till that there'll be no hesitating no more. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. Stars appear and the shadows are falling. You can hear my heart calling. A little bit of love makes everything right. Gonna see my baby tonight. Oh, my love, oh, my kisses. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. Oh, my love, oh, my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. Stars appear and the shadows are falling. You can hear my heart calling. A little bit of love makes everything right. Gonna see my baby tonight. Oh, my love, oh, my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. That you were meant for me. were meant for me. All right, Myrick Beasley. Every day it's getting closer, moving faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours is sure to come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day it's getting faster. Everyone says go ahead and ask her. Love like yours is sure to come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day seems longer. Every way life grows a little stronger. Come with me. Would you ever long for true love from me? Oh, every day it's getting closer, moving faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours is sure to come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day seems a little longer. Every way life grows a little stronger. Come with me. Would you ever long for true love from me? Oh, every day it's getting closer, moving faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours is sure to come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Lover, when I'm near you and I hear you speak my name softly in my ear, you breathe a flame. Lover, when we're dancing, keep on glancing in my eyes till love's on entrancing music dies. All of my future is in you. You're every plan I design. Say that you'll always continue to be mine. Lover, please be tender when your tender fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. Lover, when we're dancing, keep on dancing in my eyes till love's on entrancing music dies. They say the devil is in you, and to resist you I try. But if you didn't continue, I would die. Lover, please be tender when your tender fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. How you feeling? You all right? You getting tired? What? Oh, that one of mine? Didn't mean to stay so long. Just thought I'd finish up this song and call it a night. Got some notes wrong, I'd like to get some right. Didn't mean to stay so late, but you know I like to celebrate. Even when the party's not that great, and most of my friends have gone. But I keep on dancing till the music ends. Yes, I'll keep on dancing till I dance with you again. Yes, I'll keep on dancing till they roll up the floor. Yes, I'll keep on dancing till I can't dance no more. Didn't mean to say so long, but I like the song and had it tonight. Equal justice and equal rights. You know I like to have it tonight. Equal justice and equal rights. And I'll keep on dancing till the music ends. Yes, I'll keep on dancing till I dance with you again. Yes, I'll keep on dancing till the night is through. Yes, I'll keep on dancing till I dance again with you. Didn't mean to say so long. Just thought I'd play the song and holler tonight. I got some notes wrong, I'd like to get some right.
Go back to tip.
And I'll keep on dancing till the music ends. saying. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on. And there was dancing and singing, ringing the bells, and lovers rolling round on the lawn. But then I woke up, and when I see a bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, "Get to work, boy, ain't nothing for free." Hey, where's my party going on? Excuse me, but don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party right around here. And there was jumping, bumping, and playing guitars, and people drinking lots of beer. But then I came to, and when I see a bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, "We ain't having no fun, boy. Why should you be? It was my party going on." Sometimes I think maybe they're alright. I should work all day and sleep all night. But I get so tired right around the morning light. Excuse me, but don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on. And there was laughing and acting the fool, and everybody going to the moon. But then a bright light flashed, and when I see a big old dude with a badge shining his light down on me, saying, "The party's over, boy, someplace you wanna be." Hey, where's my party going on? Sometimes I think maybe they're alright. I should work all day and sleep all night. But I get so tired right down the morning light. Excuse me, but don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on. And there was dancing and singing and ringing the bells, and everybody going to the dawn. But then I walked through the fog, and when I see a big old bony fingered dude pointing down at me, saying, "The party's over, boy, now time to come with me." Hey, where's my party going on? I said the party's over, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said the party's over, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? Well, I guess I ought to be heading out. I guess I better be going. That's wonderful, Myrick. Thank you for playing with me a little while. Let's end it with this. No, that's where I'm going to give it to him because he's home. Oh, okay. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Peace. Thank you. Peace. Have a great night. I think I'll end with this. We'll keep working. My battery's getting low now. We'll keep working towards a better day for everybody. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. Housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. Tell your leaders to help lift people out of poverty, and tell your leaders to stand up for human rights wherever they are, wherever you are. Keep speaking out against hatred and racism and violence whenever you see it, whenever you hear it. We can do great things in this country. Let's stand up and make our leaders listen and do great things and spread the peace and love. But when you walk through a storm, hold your head up high. And don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of our love. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on, walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Hey! Peace and love, peace and love. Woo!
Wood firecrackers light from the building